All right, we are back again. This time we are doing a headlight, and yes, you are seeing yourself on the internet. Well, your car. So anyway, we have a Doge that needs its headlights redone. So what we're gonna do is not use that sandpaper that's on there. I'm gonna work our way from 320 to 400 to 600, and then finally to 1,000 grit to get that all cleaned up and taken care of. First, I'm gonna use this because it's got a alcohol in it and it can clean all that up really good before we start sanding. And we have our 2K clear sitting in the sun so it can get warmed up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything taped off, and then we'll be back when we start sanding. Well, that wouldn't have taken 3 times as long as normal if the tape wouldn't have been acting up. Tape job could be better, but I kept dealing with, let's see, right here for example, pieces like that kept just ripping off as I was pulling it off the roll. Then right here, the top one is pulling up the bottom one. I guess the tape doesn't like the cold either. But either way, we got the tape doubled up around here, especially because we don't want to sand any of the body on accident. All right, so we have it all set up here. We're gonna start out using an interference pad with 400 grit, and then we're gonna move up from there. We're gonna see how 400 grit does first, then decide whether we need to go down to 320 or not. Well, let me show you what I was talking about. I don't know how well you can see it, but you can see over the years how the wind, it just starts tearing up a layer by layer of the plastic. Some of it's deeper than the rest, so we want to even all this out, make it all look smooth, get rid of the top layer of all the bad stuff, get into some good stuff, and then we will go up in grit from there. All right, and a couple seconds later, we did this little area, well, right about here, real quick. See how it's starting to get down to the good layer of stuff and into it, and then we're slowly going to work our way over until all this is even, just like this also. All right, now we're up to 600 grit. All right, let's see if we can see a difference. We just finished this one. Well, yeah, we're getting towards the end of this one on 600 grit, and this is what we're looking for right here. The higher the grit we're going, the more clear that these start to become, because all the old stuff is coming off, and you're basically putting a very fine scratch into it. Whoa! You're basically putting a very fine scratch into it. And that's 600 grit there, and there's 400 grit right there. It's not as clear as the 600 is, but it will be. All right, and now we have side by side 1,000 grit, 400 to 600 grit. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is take a piece of 1,000 grit, and along the top edge here and this little bottom edge right here that I couldn't get with the machine, I'm going to scuff this up a little bit so that the paint adheres all the way to the edge and it doesn't peel up, because we didn't properly sand and give the paint a mechanical bond to the headlight. It does that. All right, it's a 2K clear, 2 parts. 1 and 2, the hardener mixed together. You push the red button on the bottom, well, on the floor, mix them together, and then shake really well. And then it'll be just like the clear coat on your car.
Look at there. Yeah, it looks good, don't it? All right, hold it up. Show the light. Show the lens.
There you go. Now show them what, you got it all clear right here.
You gotta walk up closer. All right, show them the lens.
All right, we got 1 coat on now already. Don't worry, we are training our new cameraman. Come on, show them this one too. It's a little hazy now, but it'll clear up in a few minutes when it starts to get rid of all the excess stuff. So now push this red button on top. All right, so see how it's a little bit hazy right now? We just put on the 3rd coat, so it's going to be hazy. We gotta let it cure. It's 60 degrees, so we gotta let it go for about 20 minutes or so between each coat. But we'll probably put 1 or 2 more coats on there. But now you can see the difference. All right, the new cameraman wanted to try this out, so we're gonna. Nash, it's okay. All right, so what do you? You're recording now. All right, let's show them. Right there. No, come here. Hold the handle, hold it up high. See how everybody can see it. All right. See, we got a little bit hazy right there. It's clearing up now because it's off-gassing everything. So it's going to get even more clear over time. So we got to wait about 20 more minutes. What do you think? Oh, there you go. Pull this piece. All right. All right, well, I'm going to do this fast. Try to. May have to do it in sections anyway. We got the headlights done. We got it done. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.